wherever his puddle is. So you're already getting mixed up on multiple levels. So he feels almost kind of like a grappler in a sense.
Yeah, it has been a very fun character to play around, though. I mean, as you said, a little bit more grappling. There was those nerfs to the forward throw's kill potential, so I'm curious how we'll see players kind of play around that kill possibility rather than just going for that forward throw. But Clairen's been nasty, and I will say, I see that HealsGood has been rocking the new skin, that black tonality of the old style skin, and man, it just looks so tight.
Super clean. Love the monochrome nature of that whole outfit going on. I will also say on the topic of Clairen in this game versus Clairen in the other game, a lot more confirms out of the grabs that we've seen, both with regular pummel and with special pummel. A lot more of a unique go about with how combos can start and how they can really morph and transform both on stage and off stage. Game 1 gonna be on Godai Delta. I want to make one on this matchup. Clairen has a sword, right?
Oh yeah.
Automatically kind of puts Orcane in a little bit of a disadvantage just in neutral because how are you gonna mess with a character that has just such raw disjoint? The answer here is apparently with some really good down tilt spacing and an F tilt to push off stage so early.
Dude, it's looking really nice. You mentioned how are you going to play around that sword. It's these bubbles, these puddles. Already really utilizing that to control space, but now we're seeing the breakthrough. The Clairen now on the offense gets that upbeat and love that tipper to go ahead and continue this gruesome juggle game.
Oh, absolutely. And one thing you are going to need against Orcane is a really solid juggle game because this character, very difficult to kill at the side unless you're able to just kind of force those edge guards like that. HealsGood taking a solid first stock there. Only 62%.
Looking tight with it so far, but you know what? Got to be careful because those grabs, they're nasty. We mentioned a little bit more grappler style and that up throw being one of the biggest combo potentials. But right now, we're going to go ahead and see a little bit of movement here just to go ahead, mix it up, make HealsGood feel extra uncomfortable. And now we might be able to get this edge guard. Nah, HealsGood breaking through, but the down tilt to up air. Beautiful play coming out from Gremlin.
Ooh, strong up air again, but up air being a good bit weaker than it was in its original iteration. Not killing at 151, which for Orcane, a little bit uncharacteristic. Really gonna have to push for this final kill here. Ooh, this might be the stock. No, yep. Yep, there you go. Great ledge hogging, great resources. Yeah, I was gonna say that was down to the wire. HealsGood making great use of those resources there to get back to the stage. Almost made it, but good awareness by GREMLINMAN to really cover all those options.
That ledge hog being the big thing. If you can figure out the timing to go ahead, wave dash in, it's beautiful. But right now, we're having a hard time finding a good time to get in on this neutral. That sword, such good spacing coming through, but finally the bubble securing the hit and not going to get the ledge hog, but it don't matter as long as we keep getting these resets on the edge guards. Now, already up to 69, 76. This is brutal from the axolotl.
Absolutely brutal right now. Oh, speaking of brutal, right now, just a little reversal of fortune does push Orcane off stage. We're going to have to force the puddle, but not able to convert off of it in time. I'm loving one thing from GREMLINMAN here is that we're seeing a lot of good space down tilts where Clairen can't really rebuttal, but also after that, we're seeing a jab into the F tilt to mix up. But doesn't really matter when you get the tipper neutral be off the stage and is going to take the lead back from GREMLINMAN real quick.
Yeah, this has been a really good back and forth, but so far HealsGood just really made sure to stay on top of it and getting that kill first. Now, trying to force the issue on the plat and does a good job. That's why you like having these plats as Clairen. You can just lock them down, and now, no puddle on stage, you are gone.
Might have thought that he had the resources ready to go, but unfortunately, not having it there means that you can die as early as 50 if you get sent out far enough. If you drop a little too far down and burn your double jump and you're not able to super orca hop, which is when you up B while also using your double jump. It's a pretty dangerous mix-up because if you get caught doing it and you're sent off stage, you're still no resources back. But Heal's doing a great job of showing why Clairen's raw range and disjoint is really good in this matchup in game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I think another thing when it came through was containing that juggle game. You had mentioned it at the beginning on that first stock, that Orcane has one of the best abilities at surviving off the sides because of the fact that he has a lot more friction inside of that air. And so if you aren't able to get a lot of these edge guards, a lot of these kills off the top, Orcane starts feeling a lot more like a heavy.
Oh, 100%. And right now, again, we did see that with the new tools that Clairen has, like the neutral B and a lot of these more unique combos, we are seeing that Clairen is able to kind of mitigate that difficulty killing off the side a little bit. But one thing as well is Orcane's been doing a lot of droplet into a lot of these mix-ups right there. Unsafe dash tag gonna get grabbed once again. But that is kind of what GREMLINMAN's kind of been looking for, is these really strong grab confirms, or these very strong max-spaced shield mix-ups into an F-tilt, into a grab, into something that'll give him a lot more damage.
And that's fair. I will say that combo right there, looking clean. I love the conversion into the nair. Now, the jab, a very classic. Gonna go ahead, push him off, finding the hit with up throw, but unable to secure with the forward throw, getting really aggressive with some of this bubble play, and the puddle suck up. Got him off stage. Can we get the kill? No, we're just gonna go ahead, secure a little bit more damage as we go into neutral.
Did like that get-up attack that was able to just kind of keep the issue forced a little bit, but not able to really convert off of it. I think just a little too far. But oh, great double sour upper into the tipper. Feels good with that immaculate spacing, able to take Orcane right off the top and take the lead in this game number 2.
Yeah, but you know what? Firing right back. You're right, GREMLINMAN on top of it and able to go ahead and keep from getting too much extra there for HealsGood. Now though, love that jab to go ahead and break away from the Clairen's counterplay. And the nair getting the double hit too. I love these connections, and this time getting the call out. That special pummel, so good for Clairen to be able to get that extra bit of time to set up for the next hit.
Right there as well. So we're starting to see a little more tech coming out of those little B reverse droplets, just to kind of keep threatening that space and keep center as much as possible. Force the issue as much as possible on Clairen shield, because one thing Clairen doesn't have is a lot of great tools getting out of shield. If you can get behind her, it can really spell trouble for her.
Ooh, love that down air conversion too. Spelling trouble right there with just some of that aerial play, but getting caught up with the up throw. And look at this. GREMLINMAN getting caught up by HealsGood, really trying to force the issue. Love those forward airs and trying to find the up smash, but now GREMLINMAN firing back, throwing the puddles. Can we keep out? No. HealsGood on top of it. This movement looking clean.
Good back air, nice and safe enough, but F-tilt off stage, that's a brutal distance to go. Another F-tilt, no resources. That is the stock right there. F-tilt turning into a much more deadly and devastating edge guard tool in Rivals 2 comparatively to its original iteration.
That angle just too nice with it, you know? You're going to be struggling every day of the week, and now look at this. The get-up attack, we saw it again and again. Every time you see this Clairen get back on stage, that get-up attack, forcing a further extension of the advantage state, and now going to go ahead, teleport off, get the ledge. Can we keep it rolling? Love that shield. HealsGood, really struggling to find an in now. GREMLINMAN really starting to figure out the timing he needs to play against HealsGood.
Right now, the percent is climbing up. And I mean, as Orcane, again, like we mentioned before, it's going to be tough to kill off the side. If you can't juggle this, or if you can't juggle this Orca Dog, it's going to be a struggle to finish off the stock. Good jab, but not going to do it. Trades are just going to benefit Orcane in this spot. And you know GREMLINMAN is not exactly inclined to approach right now. As I say that, but does get the push on that is going to kill.
Dude, so good right there from HealsGood to bring it to this final stock on game 2. But that being said, the puddle able to go ahead and help with a little bit of securement there. Yep, just suck it up, call it a day with the geyser.
Forward strong when empowered has such a large reach and such a good knockback that it's able to really kind of mitigate Clairen's mix-ups on the recovery. And if you stick that hand over the ledge, that just might be curtains. GREMLINMAN showing a good adaptation in game 2. A lot more patience, a lot more well-spaced on the shield. Really good usage of the droplet as well to just kind of keep that pressure on and not really give HealsGood the rhythm and the timing to get in when he really wants to. We're going to see how it goes in game 3. We're going to Ho Dojo. Good old-fashioned triplat. I love triplat. Might be from Tri-State.
Amen. Hey,
Tri-State bias aside.
Hey, fair. It works really well for Clairen too. It makes it a little bit more difficult for GREMLINMAN to drop some of these puddles from above, try to secure some space to go ahead and get out of that juggle game. But HealsGood being the one to struggle, getting back on stage. Are we going to see the kill? No, we are just going to see a little bit of an extension there. Love the back air. Not going to tip her, but don't matter. Now, HealsGood finally fighting their way through. And now, what are we going to see to go ahead and start getting around these puddles that you mentioned were such a big game changer in game number 2? So far, it's pure pressure.
pure pressure, lots of strong, solid buttons, and really just keeping on top of Orcane. Not giving Orcane any time to get away. This pressure is insane!
Dude.
Down air into down strong. Shades of Rivals 1 taking that stock only 95%, but we've seen Orcane can just get one straight F tilt, one good grab, and that could just spell curtains for the stock with a good edge guard. We're gonna see if GREMLINMAN can really kind of clean it up before Heels gets it too much extra credit.
Yeah, that shield drop going to be an issue, but GREMLINMAN unable to capitalize, and now HealsGood's turn to go on the offensive, but doesn't find anything really. Does go ahead and get a couple of more tippers. So far, just really calling out GREMLINMAN's movement to try to get away, but finally going to get caught up on some bad DI there and lose that stock.
That was like super dead DI off that F tilt because that was from like center stage at like 112, and again we can't understate just how good F tilt is in this game now. It's
gross.
I mean,
it's so gross, dude.
it's very silly. Like before in Rivals 1, we saw GREMLINMAN kind of do it before. A little bit of a reckless down strong was kind of the way to go about it because down strong was such a fast move, had a DI angle mix up that could just kill you. And now it's if you're not careful and you get stuck in shield, you let that shield drop too soon, you can get hit by an F tilt and be in an edge guard situation before you know it.
And even if you aren't off stage, you're then just in a tech chase. And when you see those tech chases on the plat, they're also going to be nasty. GREMLINMAN, not quite securing the kill, but man, are you put on notice right now, given HealsGood saying, nah, you ain't killing me. It's my turn, baby. I'm going to find that. And now we get the up throw, unable to get the next grab, but it don't matter. Now caught off stage, are you going to make it back?
Yeah, not looking like it. Up strong, gonna do it. Taking off the top corner. Last stock, basically even percents. But as I said, HealsGood definitely really pushing to make a much larger gap here.
Yeah, both these players doing such a good job of adapting to each other's timings inside of neutral, and now we're seeing GREMLINMAN having that really strong awareness of what the tech options are going to be, but now HealsGood finds the jab, keeps some pressure moving, tries to stay in, but one misstep and GREMLINMAN breaking through.
I love the droplet into the shield grab there, just knowing that like, okay, you're gonna be stuck in shield. You're a little bit afraid of me. I'm not gonna give you the chance to get out of shield. I'm grabbing you and I'm taking you for a ride. Even percent still, but right now Clairen having Orcane in the corner is huge, but gets back to center, and unfortunate reverse right now could be spelled doom, but nope, able to get back out.
Dude gave me a little bit of a heart attack there, but found the tipper, was able to break on in, and now we are on the advance. We are trying to push through the up tilt to up air, but a little bit of mispositioning, forcing you off stage, and now GREMLINMAN gonna take that.
The slide off making the down strong safe is huge, and right now GREMLINMAN's got heels off stage, but the straight hit on the up be able to get him back and push this to another chance at life.
Hey, if it works, it works, but you know what? That nair, hey, if you're caught lacking, you know what?
That's insane. You're right. If you get caught lagging on DI, that's it. GREMLINMAN takes game 3, up 2-1 on HealsGood right now. Likely a favorite to make it really deep into this bracket, as we are seeing right now, already in top 8, but it's good to already see a character like Orcane, who was released very recently, already putting on such an incredible showing.
I think it really speaks to the game when you have certain characters that aren't universally looked at severely strong. I think Loxodont being the best example, very much considered a weaker character within the cast, but still consistently showing up in top 8s. It's beautiful how well balanced this game is overall.
Absolutely. That is one of the things that Rivals 1 really had going for it, is that like a lot of the characters were completely solo viable for a long portion of the game's lifespan. Arguably, only one character maybe couldn't be completely solo viable, but every character in some capacity at some point in time had a solo representative that was able to compete at like the game's highest level. And I mean, it seems like they do a fantastic job of making sure that stays true.
It's sick. It's beautiful. I love it. And they keep this game active. And that's what we're seeing right now. This beautiful active game. I love that. That crouch cancel. Side note, shout outs to the team. I love that little animation that y'all did the last beta. It looks nice. It looks clean. Though that recovery looking clean too from HealsGood. Gonna go ahead and get back, but getting caught up with an up smash, baby. That's right. Pop off a little bit right there, Akashi. That was tight.
The slide in with it. That move is incredibly active and notorious for being disgustingly strong in the first game. Doesn't seem like it's lost too much of its gusto in this in Rivals 2 either.
Thankfully because you know what? It's fun to watch that go boom.
Yeah, it takes stocks deceptively early and able to really push this game 4 in GREMLINMAN's favor. Again, this is potentially like game point right now for GREMLINMAN.
Yeah, and it looks like
no puddle on stage.
Stock, though.
Yeah, no puddle on stage, and again, like that far out, double tipper, hit him with the wee woo, you know.
Call it a day, because you know what? You're going right back to that angel plat. Love that grab, and we get the next tipper. Unable to keep the pressure moving, but it don't matter as GREMLINMAN still not finding a way to fight his way in to neutral.
Got caught shield grabbing his eye. Oh yeah, you know, you get a quick 2 for flinching right there. You know, just little punchies.
Yes, sir.
All right,
dude, I
now
love
we're
that. The random crouches from HealsGood to try to crouch cancel some of these attacks.
Yeah, crouch cancel the grab, crouch cancel the jabs, the bubbles. Oh my god, down tilt into up strong, actually reaching there too, taking the stock. And again, this is potential last stock for HealsGood right now.
Yeah, you ain't crouch canceling that. No, sir. No, sir. The puddle into the grab. Love that. The jab to go ahead and get the jab lock, but unable to continue it. And now HealsGood on the advantage. Can we get the stock? Can we bring it to a game number 5? No, not yet. GREMLINMAN gonna go ahead, break on in. Now getting caught with the F strong though. It's crazy how it's crazy how 1 second these two will have such a tight advantage state on the other, and then all of a sudden one small little misstep and they explode their opponent.
Absolutely, we just saw 48 quick onto GREMLINMAN from HealsGood right there, and we've got an Orca dog stuck in the corner right now.
Staying in the game. Love that. Get the up tilt. Can we keep it going? Love that tipper. So good from HealsGood to understand the spacing necessary to find that when Gremlin is locked on those plats. But now the bubbles, the up tilts, the dash attacks. This axolotl got some crazy frame data, and it is being showcased to its fullest by Gremlin.
Right now, on the cusp of it, we gotta see, is he gonna be able to close it out, or is HealsGood gonna be able to force a game 5 right now? Oh, big counter whiff.
Okay, unable to secure that up air. The dash attack also not coming through. HealsGood finding the down air, and we get the F strong. That's it, baby. We're going to game number 5.
For so long in that game, GREMLINMAN had such control, but when the chips are down, HealsGood's able to focus in, lock in that incredible punish game, and just completely swipe the game back. Just swipe the momentum back and everything.
I think a big part of it that we started seeing during that game number 4, was a lot more acknowledgement of where to position with the crouch cancels and really outspace GREMLINMAN in some of those moments. And so, especially at the end, it really became a necessity to not let GREMLINMAN get one single fin on top of that Clairen. Otherwise, you were gone.
All right, in game 5, we're going to... Well, this is technically Tempest Peak, but it's not Tempest Peak. That's
it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
It's got 2 platforms now. They still move. They move now. They used to move in the first game. They took out the off-stage platforms. They let the on-stage ones move again. It's a little trade-off.
You know, we take it. It's still some great stage variety in this game. Love that F-Build, by the way. Oh my gosh.
95% quick, as we talked about. Game 5 right now, GREMLINMAN has been activated. He's like, oh no, that game 4, I had it, and I can't let it fluster me. Because, you know, part of this game as well, much as it is like execution and stuff, it's also mental. You cannot let a game like that slip into your fingers really get you, because your opponent can absolutely run away with the momentum. As you can see right now, HealsGood determined to keep GREMLINMAN stuck in the corner, said, no, you are not returning to neutral. You are not returning to center. This is my stock and my set to win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I love that. The acknowledgement of where these F-tilts have been patterned to come out to try to reset some of these edge guards. And now, HealsGood playing so patient, but getting broke through by the fair, and that coming close. Oh, it is going to be a stock. I thought he was living for a second there.
It looked like, if it's just a little bit too hard to the eye to the left, a very awkward situation to be in at that high of a percent. But able to get just a little bit extra credit. HealsGood, though, determined to not really let GREMLINMAN get any extra credit at all. Like, okay, 12%, a charity, that's all, you know?
Alrighty, GREMLINMAN, they're cooking now. They're getting some of these down tilts, the F tilt too. We're trying to lock him down at ledge, but HealsGood broke through, but just to get caught by the puddle once more. GREMLINMAN doing a really good job of just trying to zone out HealsGood. Again, if it worked in game 2-3, it can work in game 5.
We're gonna see if you can actually get back to the stage though right now. 84% extra credit. Gonna get an upgrade, just more percent, just rack on the extra credit, you know? Not gonna kill him, 157. Orcane is way too thick for his own good.
Hey, you know what? He might need it.
Oh! The forward air bubbles into the slide in of Strong. Just do it to him. Up a stock and very much in the driver's seat of this game 5 right now.
Yeah, this is looking really tough for HealsGood. What is he gonna do here to bring it back, to find a way to break through this stock?
Again, we've talked about like how Clairen has such good raw disjoint, but Orcane's speed right now is really putting that to the test to see if HealsGood can just kind of box out. But no, GREMLINMAN is back on top and just constant bubble pressure, constant droplet pressure, down tilts that are well spaced. It makes it impossible for Heals to even get their footing set up.
Ooh, and catching out of the pummel. Gremlin has done such a phenomenal job of being aware of what the option was going to be so far. And now the pressure committed right there. HealsGood.
Oh, great crouch. Forward throw. Not going to do it just yet, but this is a dangerous spot to be in. Burns the double jump. Manages to get back to ledge. Barely avoids that down strong.
Again avoids it somehow.
Oh, good special pummel. Breaks away.
Right.
Just slides in with the forward strong. That's a classic right there. And GREMLINMAN's going to take it over HealsGood 3-2, moving on in the bracket. We talked about this set so much. I don't even think we figured out if that was winner's side or loser's side. I assumed it was
winners.
That was
winners. Yes, sir.
Winners finals. We got an Orcane in there already.
Dude, I gotta say, I love the sound of that F strong right there. When it hits, oh my god, it just feels like this brutal punch to the gut.
It's impactful, you know, it's impactful. And I mean, just like that, again, guaranteed 3rd place in the Varsity Tryouts tournament. That's huge because while Orcane is a more freshly released character, we kind of assume that like people will be experimenting a lot with a character that pops up. And just like, okay, Orcane, he's got some funky grabs. What can he do with his bubbles? How different are they from 1 to 2? And how different is this combo game from 1 to 2? And we're seeing right there just incredible shield pressure there. We droplet into F tilt or down tilt, into jabs, into it seems like just a strong, depthful mix of is he going to grab me after the down tilt? Is he going to grab me after the jab? Is he just going to keep pressuring my shield until I crack or I do an option like am I going to roll away and so on?
I do think it's also important to state